we acknowledge that we are gathering upon the unceded homeland of the Western Abenaki people. We express gratitude for their traditional and ongoing stewardship of the lands and waters, and we offer respect to the elders, both past and present. Good morning. I'm Margot Prendergast, your worship associate for this morning. On behalf of the entire worship team, I am happy to welcome all of you, those of you in the sanctuary and those of you watching on the live stream. We truly appreciate your presence as part of our beloved Unitarian Church of Montpelier. For over 160 years, this church has been a sanctuary for those seeking spiritual sustenance, as well as peace and justice in the world. Today, we continue on that path, one day at a time, one tear at a time, one hug at a time, one step, and then another. It's always a pleasure to have newcomers and guests join us for worship. If this is your first or second time visiting and you'd like to, you are welcome to stand or wave your hand so we might offer you a special welcome. All are invited to fill out our welcome form available at the hospitality table in the vestry after the service so that we can connect with you more fully. Please know that we have hearing assist devices available on the table at the rear of the sanctuary, and you can also listen to and watch the service in the fireplace room downstairs if you should need to leave the sanctuary for any reason. A member of our lay pastoral care ministry team will be available in the sanctuary after the service if you have a personal concern and would like to share more deeply. This morning, our lay pastoral caregiver is Dawn Evans. Thanks, Dawn. Today is an all-ages service, a beautiful reflection of our multi-generational community rooted in love. Children, we welcome and love your ideas, your wondering. We welcome and love your energy, your enthusiasm. Caregivers, thank you for inviting us into this blessed time of your lives. We are here to help you raise your children who are also rooted in love and our Unitarian Universalist values. To everyone, if you need to get up and move around or move closer to the front to hear a bit better, we encourage you to find ways that support your worship experience. Check out our soul work cart in the back of the sanctuary that's filled with items to engage minds and hands for children and adults. And as every one of us here today is the embodiment of our vibrant and growing community, let us now all welcome our families and each other with greetings. Love it. Thank you for sharing your warmth. You are invited to continue your conversations after the service during coffee hour. And now for a few announcements. Families, spiritual exploration volunteers, and adults interested in supporting our UCM children and youth programs are invited to the Tending Your Spiritual Well retreat, happening in the fireplace room immediately following our service today. Childcare will be in the children's chapel, and lunch will be provided for both adults and children. This is a time for adults to tend to their own spiritual journey, while kids participate in fun after-church activities together. You are warmly invited to come join in all or part of this family ministry offering. And next week is the middle school youth group trip to Twin City Lanes. After all their hard work participating in service projects for our local community, this is a time to have some bowling fun together. If you're in middle school, then come join us in this bowling adventure. Please RSVP and submit your permission slip to Gilly Hopkins or Caitlin Froughton by this Friday. Today, after coffee hour, Efficiency Vermont's Community Engagement Manager, Becca Kuster, will discuss strategies for reducing energy consumption, making your dollars go further, and rebates currently available. For other events and information, please consult the weekly e-news, which is updated each Friday. And now we will hear our prelude by Sarah Hoff.
Our opening words this morning are by Gretchen Haley. Every little thing that breaks your heart is welcome here. We'll make a space for it, give it its due time, and praise for the wanting it represents, the longing for something more, some healing hope that remains not yet. We promise no magic, no making it all better, but offer only this circle of trust, this human community that remembers, though imperfectly, that sings and prays, though sometimes awkwardly, this gathering that loves, though not yet enough. We're still practicing, after all, still learning, still in need of help and partners, still becoming able to receive all this beauty and all these gifts we each bring. And so let us bring our gifts together. In community, let us worship together this morning. I invite you to rise in body or spirit. Join in our opening hymn, which is "There is a Love." The words will be projected up front. Sarah will play it for us once, and then we'll all join in.
This morning, we welcome Reverend Joan, Jared, and Liam to light the chalice, symbol of our Unitarian Universalist faith. We light this flame, an enduring symbol of our collective commitment to lead with truth and compassion. Now let's join our voices in saying these words of affirmation adapted from L. Griswold Williams. Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest for truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, to serve human need, to the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with the divine. Thus do we covenant.
Good morning. Good morning. Today we are going to have a special loving kindness meditation for our Time for All Ages today. And if you'd like to be closer as I share more about it, you're invited to come up to the front and sit on the chancel now. Thanks. Yeah, come on up. Hi, hello. Oh, thank you. Oh, do you want to sit with Reverend Joan over there and Adeline? Or you want to? You can stay, okay, sure. All right. Hey. Good morning, everyone. Hey, it is so good to see you all. Well, here's some more friends. Come on up. Yeah. Wonderful. All right, well, I'm wondering if anybody has heard about the Walk for Peace that is happening. Maybe you could raise your hand if you've heard about the Walk for Peace. Oh, and we can look out and we can see that there's a number of people who have. So if you have not heard of it, the Buddhist monks are taking a 120-day, 2,300-mile journey from Texas to Washington, D.C. So that's a really, really long walk. And they are raising awareness for peace, loving kindness, and compassion across America and the whole world. And Buddhism teaches that all beings experience suffering, and that compassion, wisdom, and mindful awareness can help reduce that suffering, both for ourselves and the whole greater world. And so there should be a picture coming up here, but I've got a few here too. All right, so this is a picture of the monks walking, and they're with their peace dog named Aloka. And this is them on day 75 of their walk, so they've already come quite far. All right, and then you're seeing that up there too. Okay, wonderful. And then this is their whole journey. So this is a map of the United States, and you can see that they've traveled from Texas and where they're headed to, and the red dot is where they were as of Thursday. So they're just a little bit further along there, but it's a big journey. And you can also see there's lots of people who are showing up to cheer them on along their journey. So lots of people who are following what they're doing and coming out to support them. And then the last picture you'll see is of them walking in the rain. So on this big long journey, it's 120 days, they're going to run into some rainy weather at times. And what do they do? Anybody know? What do they do when they run into that rainy weather? Yeah, Adeline. They find shelter. They probably take some good breaks for sure. Do they stop their walk or do they keep going? They keep going. Yeah. And so these are some words I'm going to share with you what they said about this rainy day. Okay, so these are words that they shared. Said, dry road or muddy road, easy path or difficult journey, it doesn't change. We carry the same tender wish in our hearts. May peace find its way to everyone and everywhere, to every soul who aches for it, to every heart that needs healing. And then they say these really special words. It's may you and all beings be well, happy, and at peace. And so this wishing of wellness for others comes from an important meditation practice in Buddhism called metta, or loving kindness. And it's just like it sounds. It's the practice of wishing love and kindness for all beings. And this includes everyone from ourselves to the little tiniest insects to people across the world we don't even know, for everyone. And so metta is taught in the Pali Canon, which is in the early collections of teaching from the spiritual teacher, the Buddha. Raise your hand if you've heard of the Buddha. Yeah. So the Buddha was the first person who taught this meditation. And it's taught in a lot of places, and our own local Vermont Zen Center teaches it to beginners over the course of 6 weeks. And so this is something that within Buddhism, it is a practice that's developed incrementally and over time, and it's a really special part of the tradition. And for practicing Buddhists like the monks doing this walk, this meditation has a really deep and significant meaning within the Buddhist tradition. And today, we're going to do our own meditation inspired by loving kindness to help us explore our most important Unitarian Universalist value. Does anyone remember what our most important Unitarian Universalist value is? The one at the center? It sometimes comes in a big box with a yellow sun. Does anyone remember that from the Children's Chapel? Love, that's right. So love, that's our big value that holds all the other ones together. And so many of us wonder what we can do when there's so much pain and suffering happening in the world. And this practice can help us care for ourselves and it also can help make sure that our actions and what we do in the world stay grounded in love. And so today, we're not trying to replicate or do the Buddhist practice exactly as it is taught, but we are going to join in this vision of peace and compassion for the whole entire world, which is a hope that our faith shares with Buddhism. All right, so before we start, I have another question for you. Has anybody seen or does one of these before, and do you know what it is? Any guesses? Maybe if I... Yes, that's right, Julia. It's a parachute. All right. So it's a parachute, which will be used in the children's chapel after service today. But all right. But we're going to think about this parachute while we're here today. So the meditation we are going to do today is like having the world's biggest parachute, flying it high in the air, and then having everybody come under it and be wrapped in love together. All right? So that's what this loving kindness meditation is like. And if in Children's Chapel, we'll actually do that today. But right now, we are going to... I'll just say two. We're going to have a few options for participating in the meditation today. And so for those of you who are practicing Buddhists, you may notice it's a little bit different than it's sometimes taught. But the hope is to honor the intention of loving kindness while ensuring that it's accessible to all of us in our beautiful, multi-generational, neurodiverse community. And so I'm going to share a few ways or different options that are available, and then we'll all have time to get comfortable and make our choices. So the first thing is, this meditation calls us or asks us to call to mind people that we may know or that we're aware of. But picturing things in our imagination can be tricky for some of us. So one option is to do the imagining, and another option is to follow along by drawing instead. So you can just focus on the feeling. So there are papers and crayons in the pews, and there's a basket with paper and crayons up here. So if you think you might want to draw, that's one way you can participate, or you can visualize or feel. You're also welcome to close your eyes fully, or you can just lower your gaze, or you can even keep your eyes open. And you can stay seated where you are, or we have some cushions up here in front of the pulpit, and you can take a cushion and find a little spot and use it as a meditation cushion if you'd like. And then lastly, you can either place your hands in your lap, you can hold them to your heart, or you can use them to draw as we go. All right, so I would say one reminder is that it's really not important about how you do it or the technique. It's just the intention that you're holding in your heart as we do it together. And when it's time to move, I'm just going to ask that we move slowly. We're going to keep this kind of quiet, contemplative, sacred space together, so we'll move slowly like cats, all right, as we come up, and we'll make room for others, and we'll just make sure that we're kind of moving slowly like a big group of cats, okay? Just like that. Thank you, Julia. All right. So now you can make your choices and get comfortable. If you're at the end of the pew, could you please hand the packet of markers and papers down so anyone can take one that would like one? All right. All right. Would anybody like to color as we go? If you would like to color, let's come up here, and you can get a clipboard and a crayon, okay? So if you would like to color, and if you also want a cushion, you can get a cushion over there from Reverend Joan, okay? Do you want a cushion, Ayla, or a drawing, Ayla? There you go. Great. And then just make sure you can have a crayon, and then here you go. All right, great. And then a crayon. Ayla, do you want a crayon? How's that crayon? There you go. A crayon for everybody. Great. All right. And I'll leave them right here, so if anybody wants to get another one, you're more than welcome to. Okay. All right, so now we're going to begin our group meditation here together, all right? So as you settle in, close your eyes or soften your gaze and slow your breathing. Take slow, deliberate breaths. Feel the air traveling in and out of your nose as you breathe. If your attention wanders, that is okay. Simply notice it and gently return your focus to the breath. If you are drawing, draw a big heart on your page as slowly as you can. Now think of a time when you felt safe, cared for, joyful, or at ease. This does not have to be a big moment. You might remember a favorite spot in nature, a meaningful hug from a person you love, or a simple feeling of comfort, like being wrapped in a warm, soft blanket. Notice what that feels like in your body, your head, your chest, your arms, your legs. Maybe you felt content, safe, or at ease. There's no right way to feel. We're just allowing our bodies to soften and our hearts to warm. Holding that sense of well-being, we'll begin offering love to ourselves with simple phrases. You may repeat them quietly to yourself or just listen. When there's silence, hold these phrases in your heart like a wish. And if you are drawing, draw a smaller heart to represent you inside or near the big heart as we make these wishes. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be at peace. Imagine this wish as energy radiating or shining outward from you. Picture someone who is close to you, not a family member, but a good friend, a kind neighbor, or a beloved teacher. Let the love of your heart radiate out to this good friend of yours. If drawing, draw a heart for them too. Now we'll say our wishes for this person, and you can use their name if you'd like. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be at peace. Continue to imagine this feeling radiating out from your body. Now imagine someone with whom you see sometimes but don't know really well. Maybe someone you pass walking down the street, at the grocery store, or in the hallway but never talk to. Let the love of your heart radiate out to this person. If drawing, draw a heart for them, and we'll say our wishes. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be at peace. Now, if it feels okay for you, think of someone you find challenging. Not the most difficult person in your life, but someone who you at times have challenges with. Let the love of your heart radiate out to this person. And if this feels too hard right now, you may skip this step or return to someone who feels easier. If drawing, draw a heart for them, and we'll say our wishes. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be at peace. Now imagine this loving energy encompassing all four of you. Feel it wrapping around yourself, your friend, the stranger, and the person who is challenging. Imagine that it is feeding all of you with positive warmth and strength. If drawing, now slowly connect all your hearts with a line, a string of love, as we say our wishes. May we be well. May we be happy. May we be at peace. Now feel this loving, compassionate energy pulsing all around all four of you, and watch it slowly, ever so slowly, pulse out over the room you are in right now. And then slowly out to the surrounding neighborhood, then to the city, then to the state. Feel it pulse out over the whole country and then around the whole globe. Finally, feel it pulse out to the entire universe. If drawing, draw the biggest parachute of love there ever was around all of the hearts. And together, we wish. May all beings everywhere be well. May all beings everywhere be happy. May all beings everywhere be at peace. Now, ever so slowly, return your awareness to your body. Take a moment to lovingly and compassionately notice any feelings you may have right now. Invite them in and let them be there. When you are ready, open your eyes and place your crayons down. And we'll take a big breath together. So this meditation is something that you can practice anywhere, anytime. You can send these wishes to yourself or someone else silently, out loud, or through drawing hearts. And it is one way for us to connect with the spirit of love, because our loving hearts become compassionate actions and helping hands. Thank you, everyone, for participating in this group meditation today and adding our vision for hope and peace and compassion and love to the world. Thank you. All right, everyone, if you want to put all your items and pack them up in here, and then we can just return them. Thank you. Does anybody want to take some of the pictures with them? Do you want to take a picture? Oh, do you want to take it back to your seat and then you can keep drawing? Yeah. Oh, I love it. Awesome. Hey, Genevieve, thank you so much. You can take it back if you want. That's okay. Yeah. All right.
The act of giving is a spiritual practice as important as any other element in our shared time of worship. Our generosity is a form of love. Our gifts, freely given, help us to practice Unitarian Universalism within and beyond our congregation. Each month, through the UCM Community Pouch Program, we share part of our collection with an important church fund or a community organization aligned with our values. I'd like to now invite Dan Barlow to speak about the People's Health and Wellness Clinic, which is our pouch recipient for this month.
Good morning, and thank you for having me today, and thank you for the generosity you are showing the People's Health and Wellness Clinic this month. But I want to begin by thanking you all for something else, and that's for the work you do here in this community, especially for hosting the overnight shelter most recently. This is not abstract compassion, it's necessary, tangible, life-saving work. And it's the kind of work that says, you belong here. And whether we name it in spiritual terms or civic language, it reflects a truth that we all share, that we are part of the same fabric, the same community. And when one thread is pulled, the whole cloth feels it. In the Unitarian Universalist faith, there is a principle about the inherent worth and dignity of every person and about our interdependent web of existence. This is not theoretical. It is a warm bed on a cold night. It's food, safety, and health care. It looks like choosing to help people, even when it might be easier to look away. For the past 4 years, I've been the executive director of the People's Health and Wellness Clinic in downtown Barrie. We are the free healthcare clinic for this county. We provide primary care, dental hygiene, wellness, mental health help, almost whatever our patients need, we will try to find a way to get it to them. At our clinic, we don't ask, how are you going to pay? We ask, how can we help? We serve people who just lost their job and their health insurance. We serve people who are unhoused. We serve people working 2 jobs who still can't afford to get care. And despite the threats and the rhetoric coming out of Washington, we proudly hold clinics with migrant workers and immigrants without asking about their immigration status. Because health care is a human need, not a bargaining chip. We proudly stand with our LGBTQ+ community, and we have providers trained in compassionate, gender-affirming care, because everyone deserves to be seen, respected, and treated when they seek care. Our clinic exists because of communities like this one. We are also powered by volunteer doctors, volunteer nurses, volunteer massage therapists, acupuncturists, administrative volunteers, people who give their time and skills because they believe, as we all do, that caring for one another is not optional. It's who we are. And your support tells me that this community also believes in these values, that we are truly part of the same web. So thank you for your faith in this work, for your generosity, and for showing again and again what it means to love your neighbors in practice. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dan. So half of our cash offerings will go to our pouch recipient. The other half will directly support the mission and ministry of this congregation. You can find the offering pouches at the end of the pews on the side aisles. Please pass them towards the center aisle. We are so grateful to each and every one of you for your generosity in its many forms. Your offering will now be gratefully received.
Today, we have a special treat for our children, youth, and their families, the opportunity to sing with our wonderful UCM Choir and to put all that love that we cultivated during our meditation into our voices. The children have been practicing for several weeks with Liz Benjamin, and today is the day that they are invited to join in and come up front and be part of the choir. But families, if you have not practiced, not to worry. There is no requirement to participate. Just come as you are, sing as you are, and feel the transcendence of joining your voice with others. In a moment, you're welcome to come to the front or to sing right where you are. Do whatever feels most comfortable and joyful for you. And the song is This Little Light of Mine. And Liz and I will be using some simple gestures, or hand gestures, as we sing. The first is holding up a candle. The second is moving it all around. You can have 2 candles if you'd like. And the third is building up a world. You're welcome to follow along if you would like to. And at this time, all children, youth, adults, and the choir are invited to come to the front so we can sing together.
Thank you for so enthusiastically joining your voices together, and thank you for the generosity of your financial gifts that you have offered this morning. They are received with deep gratitude. This is just one way that we let our light shine. May these gifts bless us within this community and well beyond our walls. Thank you.
As we continue in this time of meditation and prayer, I invite you now to join in a body prayer. You can join in this prayer by sitting down or standing up if you wish, and I will demonstrate it first. When we move through the world, may our hearts be filled with love and our actions filled with compassion. When we move through the world, may our hearts be filled with love and our actions filled with compassion. Now we'll keep going 3 times, saying the words together, and then we'll do it 3 times silently. Okay. When we move through the world, may our hearts be filled with love and our actions filled with compassion. When we move through the world, may our hearts be filled with love and our actions filled with compassion. When we move through the world, may our hearts be filled with love and our actions filled with compassion.
Our time together this morning has already done so much to lift my heart. And I have to say that my heart has been heavy this week. I was trying not to take in too much news. I already knew that things were bad in our world and our country, with troubling political events and no clear plans to help people who are suffering and longing for safety and stability. I didn't need more news to show me how bad things were. And then the heaviness came closer to home. I heard about Minneapolis, not from the news, but from colleagues in a Zoom meeting, 2 of whom live in that city. And later that day came the terrible, heartbreaking reports that a woman had been killed. Yes, my heart has been heavy, and I imagine yours has as well. If your heart has been heavy, I invite you now to place a hand on your heart and just breathe, feeling that heartbeat and your breath move in and out. You don't need to fix anything right now. Just breathe. Our worship theme this month is compassion, and we meet this moment with compassion for ourselves and for others. Most of you are likely familiar with the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have done unto you, or treat others as you'd want to be treated. A church member recently told me about their take on the golden rule, a slight but powerful difference. Do unto others as they would want you to do to them. Treat others as they want to be treated. I really like this version of the golden rule because it asks something more of us. It asks us to listen, to notice, to understand what another person truly needs, and then to respond to that need. That is compassion. There are many needs in the world, and we can't respond to them all. Sometimes compassion looks like something big, something that a single person cannot do alone, like changing harmful policies or preventing people from being separated from their families. And sometimes compassion looks more immediate and tangible, a few dollars from our pocket into the pouch, a warm meal, a ride, a listening ear. We live with compassion when we pay attention to others, when we recognize where there is pain or suffering and respond to that suffering with acts of generosity and kindness. In a public statement this week, the wife of the woman who was killed in Minneapolis shared words that point us toward compassion even in the midst of deep loss. She said of her wife, "We honor her memory by living her values, rejecting hate and choosing compassion, turning away from fear and pursuing peace, refusing division and knowing we must come together to build a world where we all come home safe to the people we love." The woman who was killed was a poet, someone who believed words could help shape the world. And today I want to share a poem by another poet, Rosemary Watola Tromer, whose words help us imagine how we keep building, even when things feel broken. This is Building the World We Believe In. I haven't given up on humans yet, though here in America, where masked agents pull women and men from their homes, people who build our communities, our country, we are so far from the goodness I imagine. In second grade, I remember making forts at recess with small snowballs we'd squeeze in our hands. So carefully, so gently, we would place them one on top of another to create a small home. And then, maybe every time, when the recess bell rang, a group of boys would linger, and at the last moment, they would kick our snow walls down. It is in all of us, the bully, the one who enjoys destruction, the one who wants to feel powerful, strong. But it is also in us all to speak out for each other, to stand up for each other, to say, no, this is not okay. It is in all of us to gather the way we did in second grade, with our small, mittened hands, going out the next recess, and the next, and the next, to build together again, because we can. We find the ways to build together again, to take these broken and loving hearts and our helping hands and build the world we believe in. Sometimes building the world we believe in begins with small hands and warm mittens and choosing to care for one another. And now our middle school youth group is going to tell us about one way that they are building that world through their most recent service project. So I'll invite forward members of the youth group now.
Can we all hear okay? Okay. It's really cold out today. Look how red my fingers are. I wish I had some mittens.
I have some you can borrow.
Thanks. You know, we have guests at the cold weather shelter who could also use mittens this time of year.
Why mittens over gloves?
Because mittens keep your fingers together and warmer, and you can use hand warmers.
Do you think water-resistant mittens would be even better?
What was that? Say that again?
Do you think water-resistant mittens would be even better?
Yes, that is a great idea. Or these are great until they get wet with snow. That's a great idea, Lucy. Maybe we should do a mitten drive at church for our guests?
Great idea. First, we need to collect a box for the mittens.
Where could we get a box? Do you see a box? Do you see a box? What? There's a wizard? Wow, that will do nicely. Where should we put the box, Lucy, for the people to donate?
How about on the left side of the vestry during coffee hour?
Perfect. Left side of the vestry during coffee hour. How long should the mitten drive go?
It's still cold in February, so let's collect mittens in January and February.
Got it. Wait, Lucy, doesn't this mitten drive remind you of January's theme of compassion?
Please donate.
Morning. Our closing hymn is one that from the new online hymnal, Sing Out Love. And so we'll be projecting the words. It's the same tune that you heard in the prelude that Sarah played. And so it'll be a little familiar. She'll play it one more time through, and then we'll all sing it together.
As we draw our service to a close, we extinguish the chalice and carry within us, each of us, its healing flame, the warmth of community and the spark of hope into the days and week ahead. Please join now in our mission statement. We welcome all as we build a loving community to nurture each person's spiritual journey,
serve human need, and protect the earth, our home. Let us close our service with words chosen by our middle school youth group and written by James Hobart, titled The Inherent Worth and Dignity of Every Person. As we leave one another, let our hearts be secure through every human season. Let our hearts be secure in times of sadness as in times of joy, in times of failure as in times of success, in times of uncertainty as in times of safety. Let our hearts be secure in this: we are worthy of love and support, and we are worthy providers of love and support. Let our hearts be secure, for hearts know and understand and will respond. We now conclude the service with the postlude.